Morning students, in the last class I have discussed about overvoltage. What are the causes of overvoltage? There are two types of overvoltage I have discussed. That is was the internal cause, one is external cause. The external cause is due to lightning. Today we will study about the mechanism of lightning discharge. See the figure. There are three figures. In the first figure, see, when a charge cloud passes over Earth, it will induce an equal and opposite charge on the Earth. See the figure, the cloud is negatively charged. So it will induce a positive charge on Earth. As the charge acquired by the cloud increases, the potential between the cloud and Earth increases. Since potential increases, so the gradient of air also increases. When the potential gradient is sufficiently high, so that it will break down the surrounding air, so that lighting will start. So we will study the detailed mechanism how lightning occurs. I said, as the potential between cloud and earth increases, it will increase the gradient of air, so that the air become conducting. As soon as the air near the cloud breaks down, a streamer known as pilot streamer will start from the cloud towards the earth, which will carry the charge. See in the first figure, the leader streamer will continue its journey towards the earth as long as the cloud from which it originates feeds enough charge to it, so that it will maintain the gradient at the tip of leader streamer above the strength of air. If the gradient is not maintained, the leader streamer will stop and the charge will dissipate without formation of a complete stroke. That means in this case, the leader streamer will not reach the earth. In the first figure, this shows the complete process of whatever I have discussed. See, in the first case, the leader streamer is unable to reach the earth. In this case, the current carried by the leader streamer is less than 100 ampere and velocity of propagation is about 0.05% of velocity of light, so that luminosity of leader is very low. So we will not, or we can't see the lighter. In the second case, suppose the cloud feeds enough charge so that it will maintain a gradient at the tip of leader streamer above the strength of air, then leader streamer will continue its journey towards the earth. In the second figure, see, until it makes a contact of earth, it will continue its journey. As the leader streamer moves towards earth, it is accompanied by a point of luminescence which travels in jumps, giving rise to step leader. See, in the second figure, there is a step leader which will travel in one step about 50 meter. In this case, step leader have sufficient luminosity so that it will give the fast visual phenomena of discharge. We can see the visual phenomena of discharge. The path of leader streamer is a path of ionization and therefore complete breakdown of insulation. As the leader streamer reaches the earth, a return streamer shoots up from the earth. See in the third figure. In the third figure, the leader streamer touches the earth, so that a return streamer will start from the earth and it will move upward. This action can be compared with a closing of switch between a positive and negative terminal. The downward leader will having negative charge and the return streamer have positive charge. This phenomena causes sudden spark, which is known as lightning. With this, neutralization, much of negative charge on the cloud and much of the negative of the cloud dissipated. This is the mechanism of lightning. Then we will study how many types of lightning are there. There are mainly two types of lightning. One is direct stroke and second is indirect stroke. First is direct stroke. In direct stroke, the lightning discharge is directly from cloud to equipment, that is overhead line. From the line, current path may be over the insulator down the pole to ground, and this direct stroke is again divided into two types. One is stroke A and second is stroke B. In stroke A, the lightning discharge is from cloud to equipment, that is overhead line. See the first figure. There is a lightning discharge between cloud and the transmission line. This is if the cloud is positive charge, it will induce a charge opposite in nature, that is a negative charge on the transmission line. When the potential between the cloud and line exceeds the breakdown value of air, then lightning discharge will occur. In case of stroke B, there is a discharge between cloud to cloud. In stroke A, there is a discharge between cloud and transmission line. In stroke B, there is a discharge between two clouds. See in the figure, there are three clouds PQR having positive, negative and positive charge respectively. The charge on the cloud Q is bounded by the charge cloud R. If cloud P shifts too near to the cloud Q, then lightning discharge will occur between them, so that these clouds disappear quickly. The result of is that charge on cloud R suddenly becomes free and it then discharges rapidly to earth. Then second type is indirect stroke. What is indirect stroke? Indirect stroke results from the electrostatic induction. Due to electrostatic induction, there is a inductive charge on the transmission line. See the figure, below figure. In the figure, a positively charged cloud is above the line, which will induce a negative charge on the line by electrostatic induction. This negative charge, however, will be on that part of line right under the cloud. That means this charge induced in the transmission line is not entirely on the line. It is only below the person, which is right below the cloud. Okay. Then we will study harmful effect of lightning. What is the harmful effect? What are the harmful effects? Due to lightning, there is a due to lightning, the insulator may break down. Second, due to lightning, there is a considerable damage in the transformer winding. Because why there is a damage in transformer winding? Because the transformer winding are inductive in nature, which will oppose the sudden passage of electric charge through it, so that electric charge are piles up and it will induce an excessive pressure between the winding, so that the insulation may break down. The third harmful effect is that it will damage the equipment which are connected to the line. Suppose there is a discharge of when there is a discharge on the line, then the equipment which are connected to transmission line, they may get damaged. These are the harmful effect of lightning. Then how to protect the system or transmission system from lightning? So we have an equipment known as lightning arrestor. What is lightning arrestor? A lightning arrestor, or which is also known as surge diverter. A lightning arrestor or a surge arrestor is a protective device which conducts the high voltage surge on the power system to ground. That means it will conduct the high voltage surge which occur due to lightning to ground, so that it will protect our equipment. It consists of a spark gap in series with a nonlinear resistor. See in the first figure, one end of the diverter is connected to the terminal of equipment to be protected and other is grounded. The length of gap is so set that under normal voltage there is a gap, so there is no conducting path. But whenever surge occurs, a dangerously high voltage will break down the medium between the gap, so that it will makes the path conducting, and the resistance decreases with increase in voltage, so that this surge is diverted towards ground, so that our equipment will be saved. This is the action. Under normal operation, lightning arrestor is off condition because there is a gap, so that it will not conduct the normal current to earth. But on occurrence of over voltage, the air insulation across the air gap breaks down and arc is formed, providing a low resistance path for surge to ground. In this way, the excess charge on the line due to surge is harmlessly conducted through the arrestor to ground instead of being sent back over the line. This is the principle. You may have doubts, sir, what is the function of resistor? Resistor is a nonlinear resistor. See in the graph, if current increases or voltage increases, then current increases, so that V by I, that is radius, resistors, V by I decreases. As voltage increases, then resistance increases, resistance decreases. Then we will study the type of lightning arrestor. How many types of lightning arrestor are there? Mainly there are 5 types of lightning arrestor. One is rod gap arrestor, second is horn gap arrestor, third is multi gap arrestor, and 4 is expulsion type arrestor, and 5 is valve type lightning arrestor. We have only 3 in syllabus. One is rod gap arrestor, horn gap arrestor, and valve type arrestor. In the next class we will study about these 3. Okay.